Hi folks, and welcome to the flammeable channel, and I'm in the woods again, another new um, piece of woodland I'm in, just exploring a little bit, never been here before, bit frisky out, but not too bad. Um, but today I want to talk to you about another forest resource. uh, Most of you will be acquainted to. It's not nothing new, nothing special, um, but I just wanted to offer you my perspective on this year. I already harvested some birch bark, and thing is, I wanted to talk to you about something people rarely do. Um, we all know that it is an awesome fire starter, um, and few people don't ask themselves why that is. And I wanted to offer this perspective because um, when researching the ingredients of chaga and birch polypore, I came across some really interesting facts. Um, that well, I think you have heard of betulene and betulene acid and triterpenoids, and this is what makes the birch such a great fire starter. It's triterpenoids are related to turpentine, that's hence the name, and it is well, that's not exactly true, that it is an ethereal oil or something, but it is flammable, and this is what makes birch bark flammable, and what is also responsible for the capability of making birch tar from it. Because if you heat the bark in a controlled method while starving it of oxygen, uh, you denaturalize the proteins in the oils, the fats, and to simplify it, to really simplify it, you distill it without moisture. It's just sort of halfway between a distilling process and a cooling process, and this hence a birch tar is black because the temperature is high enough to denaturalize or carbonize some of the ingredients, but not all of them, and um, well, and the flammable substances are also rather light, and they you just distill the flammable substances off the birch bark, and what you're left with is something like, if you would do this with uh, resin from coniferous plants, you might get colophonium. And the turpentine, if you would catch the lighter um, substances of the birch bark, you would get something very similar to fir or pine turpentine. Um, there is a method you can estimate whether or not, because obviously it's not a good idea to take bark from a live tree, and I really wish you wouldn't do this, because if you go all the way around the tree, there is a certain possibility that the tree will die. And but there is enough windfall. This one is rather old already, so you have to check whether or not these flammable substances are still in it. And there's a really simple test you can do, and I'm always fumbling something because I'm a nervous guy, you know me. If you rub the birch bark with your hands, it has sort of a waxy feel to it, now if you it feels a little bit waxy, and this waxiness is what makes it rather flammable. You could use it also when wet, but you might want to dry it first. And I don't know if I can bring this across. If you want to start the fire, most of you guys know already, but you can scrape fine shavings off like this, and if you then test again, you see that you might feel that it's becoming more waxy, and this is a sign. This is an indicator of the birch bark still being usable for fire starting. I got myself a little bit of stash already, and it is a little bit tough to. You could make. I'm rolling it in my hands here. You could make a container from it like so, and you could either make this with a keyhole technique, and or you could simply sew it together, which is also viable. You could use a lot of cordage, nettle cordage, brambles. Brambles you could also use raw, but you need a little bit of reinforcement on the birch bark then, because here in Germany the birch bark is rather thin. It's not. If you look at that, it's just almost like paper, which isn't the case in the Nordic countries. So you could, in the Nordic countries, you could use it to make really durable caskets or something from it. Here in Germany, it doesn't hold up well. You can always use multiple layers to stabilize it, and or resin to glue it together, like so. Where's it now? And you will want to put either the weather side or the inner bark together, so that it is like so. I actually most guys put the inner bark outside and or remove the outer bark like so. You don't need to throw the little shavings. You can keep it in a little extra container to get an awesome tinder too. You see what I mean? What's falling down? And on a birch that's already dead, it's always a little bit difficult to get the bark off because it tends to stick. I like to make a longer cut and add some at the end of the cut. I do something like this, a rectangular cut to the axis of the tree, and then it's a little bit of give and take, because you need to get behind the bark, and like so. I don't need a lot more, so I just show you. And if you look at this part here, this is most possibly the weather side. This often doesn't want to come off that easily. So well, what you want to do then is just pull, and if it's just for fire starting purposes, it doesn't need to be that big or have a lot of integrity. And I already know that it's a little bit difficult to get the bark off in one piece, so I actually didn't care a lot. You must be careful. You don't want to ruin it. So and this here is a really lovely piece. If you look at that, this is what you're looking for. This is really lovely. This is still a little bit sticky, and will make for an awesome fire starter. The rotten pieces you can dispose of. Also, there is this dried out bast that I also remove, because it tends to introduce some insects to your home, so or your backpack, and you don't want that. Just remove the rotten pieces, and you'll be all right. Actually, there's a lot of stuff you can do with birch bark, and well, I always carry something in my pocket. It's some sort of, as I hear, this is a sort of a bushcrafter's disease, that in every pocket you get you get some birch bark. So well, this is not halfway the end of it, of course. This is just first look at a valuable resource you can find rather abundantly in the woods, and I just wanted to offer you my perspective on that. That is in no way the best way to harvest birch bark. It was just a quick tearing off some fire starting bark. For containers, you must be far more careful to not to ruin it. And in this case, it would be better to have freshly fallen birch, and take the bast also, and remove the bast separately or something, because that offers a lot more stability to the bark. So this is what I get, and I will pack this into my rucksack now, and take it home, and hope you enjoyed the video. It was halfway helpful to you. Maybe I managed to offer you some new ideas, and well, until next time, take good care, and don't and play safe, and please don't take bark from live trees, and don't start a fire in summer in dried out woods, please. You can practice on a patio, or right, or on designated areas. We don't want the forest to burn while we're camping out. So, not a pointy finger, by the way, but I just thought I'd mention it for, well, because didn't would not feel right otherwise. But I'm not wanting to school you or something. It's not the pointy finger. I'm not. It's just as much a reminder to myself. So until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video and take good care and see you soon. Bye.